Hey Aries, welcome to Deku Tarot, welcome to August, welcome to Fix Fire Leo season. How are my Aries Sun, Moon, and Rising feeling here? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that awakened energy, like we're stretching, we're ready to start taking leaps forward, we're ready to start doing things again. We're ready. We got the energy, we got the drive, and it's time to start pushing that forward here. So Aries, this is like the 5th time I've started this video. I don't know what has been happening, but every time I get to a certain point, I realize that it's not shooting. It's just stopped recording. So we're gonna make sure that we record this whole video here. And before I get too much into it, guys, if you want to book a private reading, I've only got a couple spots available before I go away August 8th through 15th. So email me right away if you want to book a reading. And if I can't fit it in, we have to schedule it for after the 15th when I get back from Scotland. I will not be doing any readings, no emergency readings, nothing while I'm away. So do not email me or send payment for an emergency reading during that period. I can schedule them for when I get back, but I am not doing any emergency, no 24-hour readings while I am away. If you want to book a reading, now is a great time to email me as soon as possible, okay? And if you're Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you can get $10 off of any 30-minute or longer reading for the duration of the season. And again, all the information is right below this video in my description box. So let's get back into this here, Aries. Aries. We're starting the month off with a lot of energy in Leo. We got the Sun, we got Venus, we got Mars, we have Mercury moving into Leo on... the 11th, on the same day that Sagittarius goes direct in Jupiter. So there's a lot of forward, adventurous, exciting, freed up energy here. Freeing up our communications, freeing up conversations, freeing up our path forward in terms of wherever we've been trying to get to, especially, travel, adventure, home, whatever we've been trying to manifest. It feels like the 11th is really going to free things up there. And by the time we hit, and then right after that, we have this Sun in Leo conjuncting Venus in Leo. So that is a lot of you focus in terms of love, a lot of you focus in terms of where you stand in relationships. What do you have to do in that big picture there? And how do they see you? I mean, yes, we're thinking about other people, but we're mostly focusing on what is going to make us happy, what brings us joy this month, because Leo season really does take you into the center scope of the picture here. So let's start. Okay, we're going to take this here. 8 of Wands. This is exactly what I was saying, guys. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of forward moving energy here. 8 of Wands to me is kind of, look at, they're stretching here. They're stretching. They're ready to move forward. They're excited. They all seem quite happy and ready to start jumping, running forward. They're stretching, getting ready for the big race here. There's also a lot of, again, freed up communication, freed up energy in terms of being able to pursue what we want to, being able to see, momentum towards our desired ends here, whatever we've been trying to work for. Everything just starts to move forward here, especially you. And I'm not saying that things just happen to you. You're moving things forward. You guys are. You're the energy behind this. You're the powerhouse of energy that's making things happen. You're communicating with that person. Oh, hey, I realized that this didn't happen throughout, Cancer season, or I wasn't able to get this done. I wasn't able to talk to this person, do this. You're going to do it this season, so don't worry about it. That's really what I feel here. And like I said, I've shot this video 5 times, so I'm going to talk about a couple of the cards that came out here before I start pulling out any more. So if you're wondering why I'm not shuffling, it's because I have been shuffling for the past half hour, and for some reason, the readings just weren't recording. And I really love the cards you got, and I love the messages, and I feel they resonate, so I'm not switching them out. 6 of Pentacles and the Wheel are what came up next there. And how amazing is that, guys? This is what's in your energy, in your environment. There is shifting of, there's a total shift of circumstance here when we see when we see a 10, when we see the Wheel of Fortune as that 10 that's coming in, especially with that 6 of Pentacles. It feels like there is a transformation in terms of work, in terms of getting what we're owed, getting the money, getting the finances, the stability back on track here. There's a balancing out in terms of our finances, in terms of what we feel or you know, what we associate with our abundance, our money, our security in the material. So this is like a huge shift here in terms of work and money. And I have to say that to me is what I feel like your main focus is on. Yeah, Leo season can be great for dating and fun and flirting, but we'll talk about that later. I feel like you guys are like business bitches right now. Like, you got this going. And I have to say, on a personal note, a little personal note here, I have I'm right on the cusp of Aries in Western astrology, so my Vedic sun is Aries. I also have a huge stellium, even in Western astrology, in Aries. I have a ton of placements in Aries. So personally, I resonate better with Aries readings and horoscopes, etc., than I do with Taurus even, or Virgo, or even Cancer. And even people, like, growing up, I was always told I was an Aries. I'm right on that cusp. And like, I swear to you, growing up, everybody said that was Aries, Aries, Aries. And then I hit like age 12 and they were like, no, that's Taurus. And I was like, did something change? I don't know. But so I don't know. I just want to throw this in here real quick. You know, if you don't believe in cusps, cusps are real, and to discount that cusps exist when you're born right on it, like right on that line, is to ignore Eastern astrology and the fact that it literally made Western astrology, first of all, but they cannot exist without each other, and you cannot ignore one and then just get into another. It doesn't make sense that way. That's not how it works. So people that get mad and say, you know, like, you can't just be right on a cusp, you won't take that energy, that's not true. You can ask my family, you can ask my friends, you can ask anybody who's known me growing up or as an adult. I'm definitely way more Aries than I am Taurus, and that's a fact. But anyways, that's just my little tidbit there on that, because I just think that people that get really intense and aggressive about cusps and not being real, I'm like, okay, but then have you ever heard of Eastern versus Western astrology? Have you ever heard of Eastern? Anyways, so I feel it, Aries. What I'm trying to say here is I have a lot of Aries placements, and I'm gotta say that I don't usually resonate with the readings that I give to you guys or to any of the signs that I read for. I find that they're always very different than what I'm going through for the most part. But you guys in Taurus, because of your interactions with Uranus the past, 7, now 8 years, because we, moved out of your sign into Uranus, I've been feeling it. And I'm sure you guys are too. You're feeling it. You're right. Especially if you're a later Aries right on the cusp of Taurus, you're still feeling that. And it's going to hit you in a very strange, unpredictable, uncomfortable way. And it probably already has. And it probably shook up things in terms of money and business, where you're like, whoa, I thought we had this security down. I thought this was going to be fine now. I thought I did all that work. I thought I made myself that self-made business person, which a lot of you guys did do when Uranus was in your sign. And maybe there's been some fluctuations in terms of our profits, in terms of our security there. However, I think that everything is about to shift again. And that's kind of a thing that Uranus and Taurus is going to do to you. It's going to do that in the finances, in the money, in the career, for the next 7 years. So be ready for fluctuations. Be prepared for them. Learn how to prepare. Learn how to deal with it when they come up. However, I see this as a very positive one. Very positive. Getting what you're owed. You're going to feel like everything is balancing out in a very positive way here. You just won the lotto. And I always think of that Kali Uchis song whenever I say something like that. But anyways. 8 of Swords, you don't see this coming. Don't get into this headspace where nothing's going to work out. This is all for naught, this isn't going to happen. It's like this good energy is coming in, and you guys are so willing to turn the other way and pretend like, oh, I don't know. I don't really know if I can see it that way. Why is that coming up? I'm going to take a look there, because that feels strange. Out there. Yeah, 5 of Swords. There is a need to push through, guys. If you want this transformation, you got to fight for it. You got to fight for it. You've got to fight. You got to go. Because what comes up there around that 8 of Swords, 10 of, the wheel there. I keep saying, I almost said the 10 of wheel. The wheel of fortune. We get the 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups. 5 of Swords in this particular deck is an interesting one, because it always, to me, talks about the feeling of overcoming. You put someone in their place. You told them off. You did this. You fought for what you wanted, and you got there. 3 of Cups there. Celebration. Celebrating. So for some of you guys, it's needing to celebrate in the moment rather than try to fight like this is the end of your life. Yeah, there has to be effort and work put in, but it feels to me, if I'm being honest, this feels more like you've been doing that. So don't get caught in the headspace where all this fighting has been for nothing. Start celebrating where you are, even if you're not seeing the exact changes you want, even if it's not exactly where you want it to be at the beginning of the month. Start celebrating, start appreciating, start making sure to enjoy yourself. You're ready for a good time, and you've got to stop fighting the good time vibes here in Leo season, okay? You've got great stuff coming in, and you're like ready to, you know, downplay it. And, you know, you're almost like ready to act like a Virgo about it, where you're like, no, I don't have time to enjoy this. And like, I love Virgos. I have a Virgo moon, so I feel like I'm allowed to say this, because Virgos have a hard time truly, I feel like, enjoying themselves in the moment, because they're gonna worry about all the things they have to do, and do I really deserve this, and should I do this, and maybe I should have done it this way. Don't get in that headspace, okay? Get out of that headspace, because look at this, we got 2 8s, we got this 8, but I mean, look at what we're starting off here. Your energy is still the 8 of Wands. Overcome this. You're going towards your desired end, so don't get caught up in that position of, well, this is, again, putting yourself in this position. This is all you have to know here, is that this is illusory because you put yourself here. You know that your own thought process, that what you're telling yourself, what you're doing, is putting you in this position, and you guys know better than that. 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Fight to have a good time. You've overcome what you've needed to. There's only her in this picture, and all the swords are upright. She's already won. Who do you have to prove it to? Stop trying to prove it to everybody. You've already proved yourself. It's interesting. Check out Libra's reading, because you guys kind of have this same vein of needing to, there's this deep need to want to prove yourself this month, to prove yourself to everybody, to show people, you know, oh, no, I've been working, I've been doing this, like, I'm amazing, I'm wonderful, like, look at all my success, look at this. Please chill out. Like, you can do that another time. That'd be great for maybe Virgo season. Maybe that'd be great for Virgo or Libra season, but you and Libra on your little path right now both need to have a better time on your line, your path, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Your opposite sign. Definitely check it out if you have placements in Libra, or even if you don't. Like, I don't know, I've been finding opposite signs have been sharing a lot of similar messages, and you guys both have this kind of message here. And if I'm not mistaken, I know that this card came out in Libra. I'm pretty sure 5 of Swords did too. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but let's continue to pull here. In terms of situations, people, opportunities coming in this first half of August for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Keep getting nervous that this video isn't working. All right, 9 of Pentacles. Again, this is almost like I got nervous, like, oh, maybe I should have fixed this, maybe I should set this up differently. And there's the 9 of Pentacles saying, you know, be secure, be stable, be happy with where you're at. Stop questioning, stop second guessing. The 9 of Pentacles says you're there. You're there. It's time to start feeling like you're there. It's time to start treating yourself like you're there. It's time to start being satisfied with what you've accumulated, what you've been able to create here, what you've been able to build up. The 9 of Pentacles says you have what it takes. You've had what it takes. And you probably need to start looking around and seeing, you know, what you've been able to accumulate, especially in terms of your stability, security, money, career. This is really good. You know, she is somebody who doesn't have to worry about money and stability. She's got her pretty dress on here. Usually it shows her in a garden with a bird. She's got it all, and she doesn't have to worry. She's not stressed. She's living the life. You know, it's before the 10 of Pentacles. So you're almost there if you've been trying to, you know, move, get a new home, get that amount of Pentacles where you can really change something in your home, in your security in a big way. And you're almost there. So start being proud of yourself. Start treating yourself better, okay? 9 of Pentacles is a lot of stability, security, and it shows that you can do this all on your own. You know, masculine or feminine, this is my single, happy, abundant woman card. You know, she's got it all. She doesn't have to worry. She doesn't have to work that hard anymore. She's done it. Because again, you've already fought and overcome this. So whether you see it this way or not, start seeing yourself as a victor. As somebody who has crossed over that line, crossed over the threshold here. You've crossed the threshold. You're there. You're a victor. You are victorious. The other message is, like, I have nothing other than just, like, have a good time here and enjoy. Yeah, love. Focus on love. Stop focusing so much on money. You and Libra need to take a break from money and start taking that focus to love here this month. It's interesting that you guys both got this message. But yeah, focus on love. You might have new love coming in here. We're going to pull some cards on love, but even if this doesn't have anything to do with love, there's a deep sense in appreciating, loving, focusing on you and on your heart, listening to your heart, listening to where it pushes you and pulls you this month. paying attention to your feelings, following your feelings, following that feeling deep inside of your heart, okay? That's very important this month. But really, there is a great sense of healing, of coming back into just faded energy, it feels like, but also just, again, healing, love, falling in love type of energy. I love it, honestly. I don't even want to pull another because it just feels good. There's a sense of refreshment. So whether that's in a relationship, and for a lot of you, it might be that shift of focus to having a good time, focusing more on one-on-one relationships, friendships, etc. It doesn't just have to be love, but just enjoying that, going out, having a good time, making sure to celebrate, making sure to appreciate yourself this month. You deserve it. You deserve it, Aries, okay? Let's pull a couple cards for love here. I'm going to use the, I'm going to use for love for you guys. I'm going to use the Morgan Greer, actually. For love, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Love and romance, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, first half of August. What the? Can we not? Okay. I mean, it's good cards, but, like, it's really aggressive. I'm sure you guys just saw the way it was just like, and I tried to grab it, and then it turned again. Then I tried to grab it, and it turned again. The Magician and the Sun. So we'll take him upright. We're going to take him upright. I'm going to pull a clarifier because I did see him reversed at first, and sometimes I see the Magician as a kind of sneaky fox card, somebody who's my, snake oil salesman. He's saying one thing, but what is he really selling you? What he's selling you is different than, what he's saying is very different than what he's actually selling you. I couldn't say that. But when he is upright, saying that you have all the tools, and you're realizing some stuff about loves here, about loves. What's wrong with me? All right, let's pull a clarifier here, Magician and the Sun, just to make sure. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for love this month. Oh my God, can we? Oh my God, guys. We'll take it. We will take it. This is a good month for you. I don't even want to push this reading that much. 8 of Wands and 10 of Cups. This is amazing. Love coming in. Again, there could be communication of confessions of love, realizations here. If you've been waiting for somebody, if you've known that, there's something going on, somebody's got something to say to you, probably about feelings, about how they feel about you, it's happening this month. Here it comes. Here it damn well comes. It's always progression towards that 10, and look at how fast that is. This is falling in love very quickly. There's realization. Some of you guys might be falling in love with somebody like that this month, and that's why we're getting this energy. There's like the Magician, the Sun. It's like you've been manifesting this in, you've been bringing this in, is really what I think. And if you've been, trying to get somebody to talk to you, try to get somebody to communicate their feelings, it's happening. And I gotta say, if you guys are feeling it this month, know that you have everything it takes here to make a relationship happen. This person probably feels the same as you. Like, what else do we need here? What else do we need to know about love this month? Love and... Can we get one card? Love and romance energy. One card upright, please. It's the King of Wands, but these cards are very slippery. And I don't know, you guys have the 8 of Wands here, like, showing up a lot. So again, you have a lot of options, a lot of energy. Who are you going to choose here? Somebody, again, if it's more than one person, if you're single, you're having a good time. Go out and have some fun. You have, the potential to have that 10 of Cups, that Sun experience with somebody, possibly a Leo. But again, it could just be Leo season because we do have the Sun and the King of Rods here. So I know I'm talking so fast, but it's like, it's your energy and it's very intense. If this is a situation with a partner or with one person, it's good. You might not have been sure about where this was going. You might have been hoping, working towards, or, been afraid to really put yourself out there with this situation to talk about what you needed to say. And it's like things are just clicking this month. We're seeing each other in a very clear perspective, very appreciative, loving, amazing perspective. Like we're coming together in love and harmony. There's that rainbow. 2 arms coming together to hold that one cup. We have love. We have got more than... a little bit of love here. There's a lot of, masculine and feminine, divine masculine and feminine coming together, no matter what gender you're into or you are. It's like, this is, if you were looking for love, if you've been looking for it, this is a great month to go out there and get it. It's coming in. It will come to you as long as you put out the energy that you want it to come to you. Okay, so go out there, put in the effort. And it's like not even like you have to put in a lot of effort here, if I'm being honest. It's just like go with the flow, go with your gut, go with your feelings. There's a fire sign here, possibly a Leo. I mean, for some of you, again, it could just be this season, but I'm getting for some of you, there could be a Leo that we're really vibing with this month. And there is a lot of passion. Things just click. It's like all of a sudden, you know, we're trying to see how this goes. And it's like, bam, like we just slide into this energy. Just like, I mean, look at this kind of slide here. It's like you're moving very quickly into a relationship. You're realizing that this is love. This is more than just happiness, togetherness, more than just that. Like, this is deep-hearted, you know, emotionally connected, emotionally uplifting, you know, the deepest set of love here. This is contentment, harmony, absolute bliss. It's a sense of liberation and freedom from the past and anything that held you back from this expansive, beautiful, loving energy here. And again, I have to say that it might be because of all these amazing Venus and Leo trines and squares that we're having. It's like, yes, like, give me more of that. Right on the 14th, we do have the Sun in Leo conjunct Venus in Leo. And then we have the 15th, which is the full moon in Aquarius. So there's a lot of closing of global chapters, realizations in terms of love. And it's like areas where our feelings and our emotions have been confusing are suddenly like, yeah, okay, I get it. I get this energy. Because you're able to really self-focus this month in a really big way. And I have to say, I really think that that is why we're having such a great month here. So I'm not pulling any more cards for you. Like, screw that. This is perfect. I love this reading. Let's get a Romance Angel Oracle card here. Again, guys, if you want to book a private reading, email me first. Make sure to email me in the next couple days, or like as soon as you see this, because August 8th through 15th, I will be away in Scotland. I will not be doing any readings. So if you want to book a reading, now's the time to email me. Email before sending payment this month, okay? All right, let's see. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Love and romance and the love angels. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I have to say that we might need to let go of some things from the past, the way we were raised, what we believe to be true. There's quite a shakeup going on in terms of how we view love and its stability this month. Libra had a very interesting message on that, where it's like they've been expecting, because they're Venus ruled, all these very specific, you know, life path type stories, you know, where it's like, oh, we get married, we have kids, and everything is fine. Switch it up. Stop focusing on, like, you know, very ingrained pathways that you can take. This is saying to take things differently, but also the person that's coming in here, the love that's coming in, this person comes from a very different background than you. Could be from a different part of the world, different, they might speak a different language, they might, you know, study a different religion, practice a different religion. They're just from a very different viewpoint than you. I feel like there's another one that wants to come out. Can we get one more? Ooh, wedding. Hell yeah. The situation involves marriage. This could be the person that you marry. You might meet this person at a wedding, or again, I just feel like this is, whenever the wedding card comes up, it's saying, you know, don't be afraid, you will get married. You're going to find that person if that's what your worry is. But this person that's coming in this month, no matter how different they seem, this situation might end up in marriage. It might end up in a traditional aspect that you didn't expect coming. So keep yourself open. Keep your mind very open, because things are progressing insanely quickly here this month, like insanely quickly for you, especially in terms of love. And it just, like, the wheel of fortune turned, and it's like everything is just golden and sunshine and pinky romance for me. Oh my god, can we not throw the book, guys? Let's get a Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle. Message of, oh, okay. All right, we're gonna take it. I was like, are we sure? It's like, yes, we're sure. Forgiveness. Reducing burden. I love this card. Forgiveness, reducing burden. If I ever find it. Okay, there it is. Okay. So it is said that it takes a big person to apologize, but in many ways it takes an even bigger person to forgive. When we hold grudges, the negative energy is incredibly toxic. It is like drinking a poison and expecting the other unforgiven person to die. Whilst we may even harbor feelings of revenge, and to be honest, that does feel good for a while, it is important that we move those feelings along to forgiveness and release as soon as possible for our own health and well-being. If you have chosen this card, think about who it is you could be forgiving, and that includes yourself. Time to forgive, time to reduce burden, time to let things go. If people have showed you bad sides in the past, it's time to let that go this month. Focus on you and focus on that burden, that even holding on to that energy, even expecting negative stuff, even holding on to that memory can bring to you. So it's time to reduce the burden and forgive all situations here, even yourself, all right? Okay, I hope this was helpful, Aries. I know that there were really big, wonderful messages for you guys. Definitely check out Libras, because I feel like they're kind of mirroring you in an interesting way. You're kind of dealing really well with this expansive energy where they might be fighting it a little bit because it's kind of uncomfortable for them, where you're like, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, I'm ready. So yes, okay, Aries, those are your messages for August 1st through 15th. It goes a little bit over it just because I'm going to be away until a little bit after. So, you know, I think around the 15th, maybe a little bit after, is when these messages will peter out, and then I will be putting up the second half of the readings. But thank you guys so much for all of your support, my lovely Aries. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to get 20% off of a Teespring order, use the code LEOSEASON, LEOSZN, and you can get 20% off of your order. If you want to book a reading with me again, guys, make sure to email me right away. I can only take 1 or 2, maybe 3 more readings before I leave for Scotland. Again, the 8th through the 15th, and then I'll be back and I'll be available for readings again, okay? Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful and blessed first half of August, guys. Namaste.